part, we got a good one for you today. Returning for the third time is the Flam Burgers, and returning for the second time is the Grub. All for a chance to win $20,000! Okay, Cindy, for our first question, how does the character Lenny in Of Mice and Men change throughout the book?
Lenny changes for the sake of George in order for them to gain possession of their own permanent stable job. Because they are migrant workers, it was common for them to jump around, and it was harder to maintain a stable job.
Evidence of Lenny's changes could be found in Chapter 1, pages 14 and 15, when George is retelling the story of their dreams of having their own farm. Lenny knows that George is worried about his actions getting them kicked off the new farm, so Lenny promises George that he will change for the better.
Also referring to change in Edgar Allan Poe's poem Telltale Heart, he shows the change in a man who fears a strange eyeball and ends up murdering him. After he murders him, the man feels a huge sense of guilt and feels the need to turn himself in. This shows his change by being a murderer over something so small to fearing remorse and wanting to be a better person, similar to how Lenny wants to be a better person for George.
For good answers, everybody. The Flamburgers pull ahead with a 10-point lead. Okay, Grub family, they gave you a run for your money, so let's see what you can do. Mona, your question is, name something that you associate with British people.
Well, Steve, I'm gonna have to say their accent.
You got that right, their accent. Hey, Julianne, how you doing today?
Doing well, Steve, doing well.
Alright, Julianne, tell me something you associate with British people.
Steve, I'm going to say Harry Potter.
Did she really just? Okay, we'll see if it's up there. Harry Potter. Yeah, I knew it wasn't up there. Okay, Claire, tell me something you associate with British people.
Steve, gonna have to tell ya, fish and chips.
You got that right, fish and chips. Good job, everybody. That brings you to the game with 15 points. It's still anybody's game for a chance to win $20,000. Okay, Grub family, starting with you again. Your next question is, how did Macbeth change throughout Shakespeare's play and show his true colors as the tragic hero? Mona, we'll start with you.
Steve, I believe that Macbeth becomes power-hungry in the play and does everything he can to become king. He does this by killing anyone who gets in his way, and as the tragic hero, this would be his downfall.
We can identify his changes throughout the play by seeing how easy it becomes for him to kill the people he once called friends. We first see his timidness in Act 1, Scene 7, when he's going back on his and Lady Macbeth's plan to kill King Duncan, because he's noted as an admirable man, and it would be shameful if he were to be killed.
To be able to relate to Macbeth in this sense of change, we see this again in Edgar Allan Poe's poem Telltale Heart. However, comparatively to Macbeth, his change goes in the other direction from good to bad. The man in the poem has a huge fear of another man's strange eyeball. His fear ultimately leads to the man in fear to kill the man with the strange eyeball. After he kills him, he experiences many phases of guilt. However, in the end, he turns himself in because he can't handle the guilt. Comparatively to Macbeth, learned to deal with the guilt and kept killing, but this man could not handle the guilt and turned himself in.
And that puts the Grub family in the lead with 25 points. Okay, Flamburger family, this is your chance to come back and win the game. Whitney, we'll start with you. Your question is, where do people usually wear sandals?
Well, Steve, me personally, I wear my sandals to the pool.
Dang, you're excited about that answer. She said, to the pool. Okay, Evie, let's go. Tell me somewhere people usually wear sandals.
Steve, I'm going to say at the beach.
I know that's where I wear my sandals. To the beach! Okay, Claire, you and your family have no strikes. If you get this question right, then you and your family win the game. Claire, tell me somewhere you wear sandals.
Steve, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna say the park.
The park! The Flamburgers win the game! Congratulations on winning Family Feud and being one step closer to $20,000!